Hello everyone and welcome back to Penguin Crafts. Today I'm going to show you this beautiful little gift box which I'm actually making for our team retreat in June. So here's 3 I've already made. They use a small section of DSP and I've used white cardstock. So if I open one up for you, it's got a little view window there and it slides out and it holds 2 of these little Riddle Sports biscuits. So it just slides back in there with the lid, and I've put "Today's the Day" on these. So I've made these so far in these 3 beautiful colours with the little chocolates inside. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these today. So I've already pre-cut my cardstock to help along the way. So to make the main base, which is I'm making out of white, Whisper White, the cardstock needs to be 7.5 by 7 inches. If you can just see the top of that, that's better. So 7 inches by 7.5. So on the long side we need to score at half an inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches and 7 inches. And then turn it around and we need to score at half an inch again, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches, 5.5 inches and 6.5 inches. So as you can see, you end up with a checkerboard of score lines, if you can see better on that side. While we're here, we will score the wrap. For the wrap, I'm going to use my scoreboard just because it's that bit easier. So the wrap measures, I've used this lovely floral DSP, 8 3/4 inches by 2.5 inches. Make sure when you're scoring using your trimmer, you've moved your blade out the way. We don't want any mistakes with that. So the first one we need to score is half an inch. So line it up at the top with half an inch and score. I then find it best to turn your piece of paper around and score down. So we've done the half an inch, you then need to do 2 5/8 of an inch. So that's there. And score. Next one is 3 5/8. Next one is 5 11/16, so that's the awkward one. So that's there. And then the last one is 6 6/8. So this is one of the ones that's on the arm, on the fold. So I know it is roughly just where the white sort of plastic starts. So I just put it past there and score. So that is all of our scoring done now. So let's move that out of the way. Let's fold the wrap first, seeing as we're here. So fold everything in towards you and fold and burnish these. Okay. And then we do need our corner rounder. So this is my 1 inch corner rounder. So on the side, so you've got a little flap here if you can see it. You can just see the little flap. So on the opposite end, take your corner rounder and round off those 2 corners. And then we need the lovely tag punch. And on the end with the flap, push in as far as it'll go. Right in, if you can see, against there. Up in the middle at the top here, you can roughly see how far the paper's across. And then punch. Keep the spare bit, it's always good. And there you go, roughly in the middle there. It's always a bit closer to the back, but that's fine, but it's in the middle there. Then you need a bit of your fast fuse on the tab, all the way across. And then fold this across, if you can see, and you've got your end tab, and then you've got a 1 inch section there. You want to line it up with the top line on the fold there. So just line it up, and that creates a little wrap for you with the lid. In order to keep the lid shut, where it folds, if you push back just there and then burnish it again, you'll see it lines up. And while we're here, we might as well do the bit of embellishment on this. So, bit of scrap white cardstock. And I'm going to use the Happy Happenings, and I'm going to do the same as this. Today's the day. Oh, I must have that one out somewhere. Oh, here it is. Get your black Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And stamp that on here. I've got a fold line somewhere, so don't want it on that. Okay. And again, using the same punch. Line that up. Get some dimensionals. 3 of those. I do love dimensionals. They are by far the best double-sided foam I've ever found. So just line that up in the middle, stick down, and then I'm going to load, stick on some embellishments. What should we go for with this one? Let's have a look what we've got. Let's go for pink, I say. Why not, eh? Why not? So, I'm going to use our little grab and just put 2 on. That's it. So, onto the main section of the box. So, just turn my phone off, sorry. So here we go with that bit here. So what you need is your long scissors, and as you can see, hopefully, I don't know which way is best to turn it, white probably wasn't the best idea. So hopefully you can see there's a larger rectangle. So on the one with the longer sides, we're going to cut straight up to that centre rectangle. So we're going to do this on all 4 sides, turn it around 180, and again cut all the way up to that centre one. So that leaves you with these 2 bits here. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is 1 box across, cut at an angle to that again. This is just to shape it. Cut it all the way up there, turn it 90 degrees, and along the smaller one, cut straight up there. Okay, what we're then going to do is cut off this end bit and shape this tab. Right, so that is what you're left with on that side, so just that one little tab. So we're going to do that on the other 3 sides. So again, we're going to cut down at an angle, turn 90 degrees, cut straight down, chop it off and angle that one. So it does get quite quick to do. Doesn't matter what angles they are at because they're going to be folded in. It's just to help. And again, we've turned that one round. So we're going to turn up, sorry, cut up there at an angle, turn 90 degrees, straight up, chop it off, and trim again. Again, this box is great. I've made it, I've shown you before in the sort of larger size here, which was used to hold some candles. So again, this is exactly the same principle with the slide out. Oh, it doesn't want to come out now. Slide out just at the bigger side. That's beautiful. That's using the new Eastern Palace collection paper. So back to this one. We've done that one. Turn it around, cut at the angle, 90 degrees. Cut that away, chop it off and cut the corner off. So this is the net you're now left with. Just for ease and to get rid of some paper wastage, on each of the outer smaller rectangles I just snip the corner off. Just makes it easier when folding the box together, just to not have as much paper or card. Just makes it slightly thinner. Okay, let's move on. Right, now we need to fold and burnish. So the little tabs first, fold those in and burnish those in. flip it over. All the little tabs we've just cut off, the little triangle sections here, fold back towards you. Okay, so you want to fold those towards you and burnish. So that's just those outer 4 tabs here. I've just noticed there's one bit I need to trim. It's not as tidy as I'd like it. So just this edge here, I'm just going to trim. Okay, so once you fold those all in, turn it back over and fold the rest of the lines in. So I find it easier to fold in and burnish. And again, in, and burnish. So again, as you can see, this is a very quick little box to do. It's got quite a bit of cutting and folding, but it does work. So get your fast fuse, flip it over, and you're going to put fast fuse on all these small 4 tabs. Make sure you've got enough on there. Okay. And then we're going to fold them in, so pull it together and just line it up with the edge of the box. That's it. Just line it up, and the last one. So this is what you're left with, a little box at the moment. We then need to put adhesive or your fast fuse on those little tabs that we cut the corners off. If you can see that, so on these 4. So you've got your box like that, turn it down sideways, like this, and on the flap that's facing up, put your fast fuse on. It's not the easiest to see, I know, I'm sorry. So again, on that bit there, and then fold it down, and release the bottom flap. So you've created this little thick bit. So again, on the tab, run a fast fuse, fold it back on itself, push in, and then release the little tab. So the same on these last 2 sides. Push in, push down, and stick. Last one. So just to make this a little bit easier, as you can see on this one here, I have cut out a little thumb slot. So to do that, we're going to use a 1-inch punch, and again, very easy. Make sure we're going to slide it in that way, so it's these 2 shorter ends we need to punch. So if I can show you here, put your punch over and it'll push right down. You can see it's level at the bottom. Line it up in the middle and punch. Ooh. Turn it around and do exactly the same. Okay. And that is our little box finished. Let's grab 2 things. What should we put in this one? We'll have a milk chocolate and a marzipan, my favourite, so whoever gets this one's lucky. And then just slide in your cover. And there it is. Another gorgeous little box. So here's the few I've done. So these are for the Pootles ladies that'll get these at the retreat in June. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much for looking. I'll put all the information down in the box below. Please have a look, please comment if there's any more bits you'd like me to make or show you, or a few more elements, let me know. Check out my Facebook page as well, I'll leave the link below. I'll be back soon. Thank you very much, guys.